now in studio is BioShade CEO Peleg Bar-On. Thank you very much for joining me today.
Thanks.
So I want to ask you, before we get into your product, tell me a little bit about urban heat island effect, because this phenomenon is an issue that's going to become more prevalent in the future as the world population grows and more people move to cities.
Yeah, that's right. So basically, the urban heat island effect means that the cities we're living in today are getting hotter and hotter each and every year, and this is due to the intensity of, urbanization, and also due to intense human activities. And basically, all of the materials that we're placing and building in cities, such as concrete and asphalt, are absorbing the UV radiation and release it back as heat, this energy as heat, back to the urban environment. And this is why it feels so hot. Staying in cities which are getting denser and denser.
Absolutely. We feel it right here in South Tel Aviv, especially. There's, as fairly the green city Tel Aviv is, we feel it's very hot in the south of the city. It's hard to find trees anywhere, really. I want to talk about BioShade. How does it work exactly?
Okay, cool. So basically what we are building and developing today is a green infrastructure that we're able to increase the urban vegetation cover in really fast timescales, so up to a year, in comparison with other, conventional greenery, which is like trees and other gardens in the city or parks, which takes long time to grow them and build them. So basically what we are developing is a smart infrastructure that enables urban greenery with plants that are customized for the urban environment, create natural shading, and then also actively cooling the urban environment by, evaporating water from the leaf area surfaces.
Very cool. Now, Is BioShade as effective as trees, though, in the city?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually. So basically, we're not here to replace trees. As a tree agronomist, I will be the first one to say that if you can plant a tree, you should definitely do it. The issue with trees, though, is that it takes them a long time to grow, right? Up to 10 years until they develop a full canopy. But our system is able to reduce this time for around somewhere around 6 months up to a year to develop the same, coverage of a mature tree canopy. So basically, we're not replacing trees, but we are a complementary solution.
Very cool. And I've actually read that BioShade can reduce the temperature by 10 degrees Celsius. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, there's also sensors on the infrastructure that alert if the installation is under attack from pests. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, that's right. So we have around 10 different sensors in the system. Actually, we do not use soil at all. So we're growing the plants in a hydroponic water solution, right, with fertilizers and nutrients. And if we are able to detect a pest attacking our plants, we have alerts from this in real time, and then we know how to get the plants whatever they need in order to survive. But other than that, we're actually enhancing their growth rates, and we're getting the amount of carbon dioxide they're able to capture through the photosynthesis process.
And where can we find BioShade? Has it already been deployed around the country?
Yeah, that's right. So we have 3 pilot systems now. We have 2 in Tel Aviv, one for a governmental agency, the other one is on top of Dizengoff Center, which is ecological rooftop center here in Tel Aviv. And we have another one, a new one, which maybe you saw in the video, which is on top of a school in Herzliya. So it's a new school, and we know that kids today need to know about the climate change, the urban heat island effect, and we're creating a natural shading on top of their school to reduce the usage of air cooling, and also to reduce the energy usage around the school, and also for the kids, of course, to enjoy urban greenery where they study.